Good morning and welcome to a game between EHOME and Wiki Gaming for the MarsTV Dota 2 League. This is a game we're going to be casting today. It's really all there is to it, nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. We're going to go ahead and skip through the picking pretty quickly for reasons you'll understand later. Alright, don't worry about it. Anyway, as per picks, we got a Vengeful Spirit and Lone Druid coming out from EHOME already, the Spirit Breaker and the Death Prophet for Wiki Gaming. By the way, I actually forgot to mention this, but I'm still on vacation. This video was recorded on the 30th of January, so just so you know. Anyway, bans, we have got Oath Spirit and Night Stalker for EHOME and Batrider and Faceless Void, as well as Invoker for Wiki Gaming. Tidehunter coming out next, and we're gonna go into the fourth ban for Wiki in a second. There we go with the Chen. So Death Prophet picked up right away, not too surprised by that. Vengeful Spirit, Lone Druid, honestly also not very surprising at all. The Spirit Breaker, a little odd this early, I gotta admit, but even then I don't think it's too crazy, just because Spirit Breaker is actually kind of really solid. Right, that's just a good hero. So, I'm not overly surprised by that. But yeah, we'll see how that goes down. The Morphling is banned out. Morphling has actually been making a bit of a splash on the competitive scene. Morphling has definitely seen a lot more play than he used to. And it's very surprising to me. I didn't think that the tiny buff he got in 6.86 was really enough to push him back into the meta. But it's probably less that alone, but also like more of a... It's usually a combination of factors, right? Like which heroes are out of the meta, right? If you just, for example, look back at a little while ago, right? Like Leshrac was really good. That made Death Prophet obsolete. Didn't mean that Death Prophet was bad. It just meant that Death Prophet had no reason to be played because Leshrac is in the meta, and Leshrac is just strictly speaking better, or was strictly speaking better these days. Of course, Death Prophet is strictly speaking better, but that's, you know, that's just kind of one of those things where it comes down to like which heroes are worthwhile and which heroes are not. In the patch before that, right, Troll Warlord was really powerful. He was probably the strongest hero in the game, as well as Juggernaut and Sniper, all heroes that attack really quickly, which kind of made a hero like Phoenix kind of worthless. Right, or actually Leshrac, who doesn't really deal super well, just pure right-click damage, kind of not that good. Right, so anyway, that's the point I'm trying to make. As for further bans, we got the Slug coming out and the Earthshaker. Juggernaut picked up for EHOME as well as Tusk, and we're gonna see the last pick from Wiki Gaming. It's a Terrorblade, so we have a Darkseer, Terrorblade, Witch Doctor, Death Prophet, and Spirit Breaker lineup. For the Radiant and for the Dire, we will see Tusk, Juggernaut, OD, Lone Druid, and Vengeful Spirit. So let's go and see how this one goes down. Interesting lineups for sure. Both teams can be really aggressive, but I feel like both teams are also fine with taking it into the late game. I honestly don't see anything in particular that would give a huge edge to. Although if I had to... Look, I'm just saying that Wiki has actually like a really nice early game lineup, I feel. Like the Death Prophet beats the OD in the mid lane, and the Darkseer should do fine in the off lane. So, no, it's gonna be a bit tricky like that, but we'll see how this goes down, right? Like, again, I feel like these teams are pretty even, so I don't want to make any calls yet. Feels a bit early for that. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes down. Terrorblade also been kind of like splashing on the competitive scene. Interesting hero, that's for sure. I'm not entirely convinced by his potential, at least so far. He seems to either do really well or really badly. There's like no in between with him, which is a bit unfortunate, right? Like I always feel like risky heroes like that don't I don't know, they don't really have too much in terms of popularity, right? Because you're really just... You're going all in with that. For example, a hero like Death Prophet, I feel like Death Prophet always does well, right? Or OD as well, right? OD just always does well. And look at that. EHOME smoked up into the Roshan pit. They put down the ward. So they do see a little bit of something. Fenrir's up here. They also see Ice. They're definitely waiting for something. Of course, they have a lot of early game fighting potential. I just wonder if it's enough. Okay, the smoke wears off. They could just all snowball in, right? They still only see Fenrir. The other side, however, has no clue, right? They just don't know. Now, the question is EHOME patient enough to wait out the bounty? Right, like, as the bounty spawns, VG will move in. And there we go. They're going in. They spot out the ward. And EHOME, do they go? Oh, the big snowball on the super. They're going in on this Death Prophet. She's taking a lot of damage already. I don't know if this is enough, though. One hit from the bear. Nope, not quite, not quite, not quite. She's still alive. EHOME, they want her. They do want her bad. And they might be able to chase her. Actually, Super is dead. I feel like there's no way Death Prophet gets away. She's just gonna run into the tower. Yeah, there's no way the Death Prophet survives that one. She's just gonna make sure nobody actually gets a kill. So it's shared amongst the heroes, you know, kind of like trying to even out the bounty a little. Not have it all on the lone druid, so he gets like a super fast hand of mice or anything like that. In the meantime, Kaka gotta be jumped at the bottom lane, the snowball, trying to keep himself safe, but that is not enough. Sadly, poor Tusk will fall right here. And now it's just old 11 going up against the tri lane from VG. Top lane, of course, we got Ice already trying to pull the lane. There we go, he gets a bunch of them. And he will be playing against CTY and Kaka, or you know, in the safe lane, as well as Lam. God, I hate these Chinese names. But yeah, the Vengeful Spirit is also incoming. Mid lane, we got Super going up against Old Chicken, OD versus Death Prophet as expected. At the bottom, of course, we have Old 11 on the Lone Druid going up against FY and Burning, as well as Fenrir, who is currently rotating into the mid. He's looking for something, that much is pretty obvious. Super as well, of course, does have the Spirit Siphon, so if they want to go, there's a good chance they can. However, OD is a little tricky to kill. Right, OD can definitely be a tough pick-off, and he sees Fenrir. He pings him out. Yeah, the Barathum walks up a little bit too far into this and gets himself spotted out. He's just gonna charge the bottom instead. Old 11 is already very low. He does not see it coming. That should be... No, that's only level 1. Barathum, that's only level 1. He does have the Orb of Venom. He gets an attack in. We got Burning also coming in with the illusion, dealing a lot of damage to Old 11. However, Fenrir may not actually be the one to fall. No, he's fine. Barathum being very tanky, of course. He can take a few tower hits and he will be fine. And he's just gonna go ahead and sit in the jungle for a little while, heal up, you know, just take it slow. I wouldn't actually be surprised if he just walks back to the base. He's finally level 2. Honestly, as a Barathum, that's kind of all you need. Actually, level 3 is nice as well, right? Get the casual point into the W. But it's not necessary. And he's good, right? Like, that's all I'm saying. He's Gucci at this point. Actually, did the bear die? No. Ooh. Oh, but Old 11, he had to resummon. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If the Lone Druid dies now, then this offlane is just done for EHOME. That would be very unfortunate. In the meantime, in the mid lane, we got Super getting jumped by the Tusk and Old Chicken. However, as we know, Death Prophet is very balanced, and she will end up being fine. However, she's actually getting zoned out by the OD pretty nicely, and I think that's actually really interesting. So I always bring this up whenever I see an OD in a match, right? But I'm always like, I'm really interested in seeing what the OD does. The OD in this game is actually skipping the W entirely, just maxing out the Q and the E right away. Wants to maximize his damage potential, which is cool. That's a cool build. However, it does of course take away the option of like keeping them in place for a little while. It's very valuable. Just 4 seconds of raw disable can be quite handy. At this point, I don't think it's too bad if Old 11 dies, because, you know, the bear should be back in a little bit. Still running around with a low amount of HP, and I'm a bit worried about him, because we got Fenrir incoming. The Savage Roar, of course, could keep him safe, but the bear gets stunned. Can he roar him away? Nope, he doesn't do it in time. He's gonna use the bear on the Terrorblade instead, and it seems Old 11 should be fine. So for the time being, the Lone Druid is just gonna continue struggling in this bottom lane. However, he's still alive, so that's pretty good. We got the ice shots coming out on Super, the snowball as well. Death Prophet taking quite a bit of damage already. OD coming in, but that's just not enough. And the Siphon going for Kaka. Tusk is dropping very low already. He uses a health potion and he should be fine for the time being. Fenrir needs to cancel the charge. He doesn't want to go too deep, especially not against the OD. Also, you know, being around. So, we have, you know, just kind of like a calm situation again, both teams relaxing, right? But actually I wouldn't say they're relaxing, just fading to get kills, right? Like both teams are looking desperately for kills, they just can't do it. Now we have 3 heroes in the mid lane. The eye shots do connect with Super, however they do not deal damage. In the meantime, at the bottom lane, we see Lone Druid finally picked off. He should have the bear ready to resummon, yes. So it's not too big of a deal. I mean, honestly, if you're on the off lane, I expect you to die, at least like once or twice, right? Like that's gonna happen. Like, you don't have to feel bad about it. Nobody really worries about it. It's just the expected result, honestly, right? And look at Fenrir. He's gonna suicide himself to Roshan yet again. That Barathum. He just comes charging in and he's like, fuck this, I'm out. And Burning is actually gonna be rooted right here. Oh my god, the Terrorblade will fall. That is a huge pick-off. All 11 gets a solo kill on TB. That is enormous, actually. That is super important. Wow. 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 Alright, EHOME is surely gonna be happy with that one. And soon, the Lone Druid will hit level 6. There we go, actually. Has the true form available, which makes ganking him a lot more difficult, seeing as he just has a huge amount of HP. In the meantime, Lan in the mid lane, gonna be trapped up. The OD, of course, has that ability, you know, to kind of like just keep his allies safe, but the Vengeful Spirit should still fall. Not much that OD can do about it at this point. So he does actually end up getting a casual point into the Astral Imprisonment. I like it. I don't know. I think Astral Imprisonment is really, really worthwhile. But it seems this is actually how OD's skill, right? You don't max out the Essence Aura, you max out the Arcane Orb. I guess if you get a few stacks of the Intelligence Steel, you have enough mana anyway to, you know, kind of sustain yourself. That's really, really interesting. So I'll definitely be trying this myself, and it's obviously worthwhile, right? Old Chicken gonna be running into the lane yet again here, you know. It's just gonna get another hit in, and each hit hurts, right? Not only does it deal a lot of damage, but it reduces the Death Prophet's damage as well, seeing as she is an intelligence hero. So it makes her laning a little bit more difficult. Not just because she's missing HP, but because she's missing mana, she's missing right-click potential, right? It's just, you know, makes her life hard. On Druid is still sitting at the bottom lane, just trying to farm up. I wonder what he's actually going for. You expect to see a Hand of Midas these days, so it's probably gonna be that. Look at these guys, they're ganking mid again, they're still looking for this. A lane we haven't talked about at all, by the way, is CTY versus Ice. CTY is winning that, that's to be expected. I think Juggernaut actually does really, really well against Darkseer, just because you have the Healing Ward, and as you can see, he put 2 points into it. In the meantime, at the bottom lane, Fenrir are actually going to be caught out by the Lone Druid. Burning, trying to fight it out, but that should not be enough, and the Snowball is coming in. The Terrorblade is dropping low, he does not have Sunder. No Sunder available. They're still being very scared, as you can see, but I think by now they figured out that he doesn't have it. So, the scare is enough to actually keep the Terrorblade alive, but not skilling Sunder this early on ended up being quite risky. Not sure if that's a great idea, but in the end he manages to survive, right? So I guess it's fine. Odd skill build, gotta admit. Casual point into Reflection, which I suppose is fine. People these days actually kind of max it, right? But 3 points into this and 2 points only into Metamorphosis. Like, this is always max. I almost never see the Metamorphosis skipped over something else. We're gonna charge into mid lane. That won't really happen. OD is, you know, just gonna trap you or himself. Usually himself, because it's faster. But either way, you're not getting that charge, right? But yeah, you know, the Juggernaut is just farming top. He seems to be going for a Battle Fury here. I like it. Interesting choice, right? Like, it's going to really allow him to farm up quickly. And Juggernaut is a fast farmer just because of the E, right, and the W. You never have to go back. You never have to worry about regeneration. You can just stay in the jungle forever. And that's really, really nice. On top of that, of course, he has a low base attack time, the lowest in the game, actually. So he will be able to just, you know... yeah, he has high attack speed, even if he doesn't build attack speed, right? Like, that's one of the big advantages of Juggernaut. You can just kind of build a Battle Fury and you're still gonna hit really, really hard just because of that low base attack time and the critical strike. And, you know, we're gonna see how that works out for him, though. He's completely skipping stats, however. He's going on Ice as Ice right here with Kaka also incoming. That should be a quick pickoff, and yes, it is. And this is, by the way, why I think Juggernaut actually performs really well against the Darkseer. The Healing Ward just keeping him going. Right, it's such a high amount of healing, and frankly, the Darkseer has no way of getting rid of it. Right, he's not ranged; he can't just walk in and punch it. If he walks in, then the Juggernaut is just gonna start hitting you, and he deals more damage than you do. Right, and you just won't be able to close in on the healing mode as long as he just has a tiny bit of micromanagement, which I assume CTY does. Right, like, I think we can work based off that assumption. That seems pretty reasonable. But yeah, CTY, of course, he's just farming through the jungle. That's looking like a 12-minute? Nah, 14-minute Battle Fury. That's pretty good, though. That's really, really good. So, Juggernaut looking healthy, looking strong. Old Chicken actually gonna be caught out right here. We got a stun coming out. Oh, that's 4 heroes. Barafoom, of course, also incoming. Old Chicken is dropping low. He needs to trap himself. He needs to trap himself. He needs to trap himself. Yes, he waits until the last second. He should still die. I wonder if he's going to go for an ultimate. Yes, drops it, but no real follow-up to it. Sadly, CTY, while being around, doesn't have the mana needed to really fight into it. His ultimate is on cooldown. The spin only being at level 1. He's just not ready yet. He's just not ready, and there's no reason for him to go into it. Ice as Ice is trying to kind of like farm up the top lane, and he does apply a little bit of pressure enough to force the Juggernaut to come back into it. And by the way, this is a cool thing that EHOME is doing right now, and I like it a lot. But they gave the lane to the Tusk for a little while, right? The Juggernaut wasn't farming in the jungle because that's the fastest way to farm for him. It's not, right? Killing these camps, at least right now, is not necessarily the best way. He can acquire currency. Actually, non-Druid gets a kill at the bottom, takes the tower as well, and Old 11 might actually be under a little bit of pressure here. Oh no, Ice as Ice gets rooted! Oh man, that sucks, but look at that bear illusion. Look at that bear! Is it enough? Oh god, that was really close. Okay, okay. Just barely manages to escape, and Old 11 is going to transform back to maximize the regeneration coming out from the true form and the bottle. And not from the true form, but from the tranquil boots and the bottle. And of course, he has Sound of Midas on the bear, so he's looking quite healthy. But they gave the top lane to the Juggernaut, just not to the Juggernaut, to the Tusk, just for a little while to allow him to, you know, get some items, right? He's level 5 now. He has the arcane boots, right? He got himself some more wards. This is all really, really valuable stuff. And there's not much of a downside to it. You say, yes, alright, okay, you know what, the Juggernaut is going to get a little less farm for a few minutes, right? Not too much, though, and he should still be able to get done. Okay, you know what, 13-minute Battle Fury. I wasn't sure about 12 or 14. 13. We got it now. But he's going to get the 13-minute Battle Fury anyway, right? So, it's going to be quite fine, honestly, right? It's not a problem, man. In the meantime, the Barafoom picked off really, really quickly. Juggernaut and the Vengeful Spirit just snipe him down. Yeah, a quick ultimate on that, of course. Not much the Bara can do. CTY is just trying to get that creep, and he does get it. The Battle Fury is, of course, on the courier, so he'll have it in a little bit. Death Prophet, by the way. Only level 9. She's actually not doing that well. If we look at the net worth here, this is going really well for EHOME, and it's going super well for the Lone Druid. Like, Old 11, considering he didn't really have the greatest start, right, definitely managed to bounce back. Definitely. He got 3 kills at this point. He got a tower kill, right? The Hand of Midas is on the bear, and he's just doing great, honestly. So, sure, he's got nothing to complain about. Hand of Midas is going to be used in a second. No. Doesn't really want to use it on these creeps, it seems. Alright. Alright, just gotta go into the jungle, I guess. You know, get yourself a big one once the experience. There we go. Fantastic. Meantime, at the top, they actually take down the Juggernaut. Ooh, that's unfortunate. He does have the Battle Fury, of course, but that still doesn't mean he can survive 4 heroes ganking him. Oh man, poor Juggernaut just picked off. Ooh, it's kind of unfortunate, I suppose. And we got a push at the top lane coming out. Bit worried about the Death Prophet. Gotta be honest with you, this hero needs money. She not only needs money, but she also really needs levels. That's actually an even bigger deal. Right, she needs both, but she needs levels more than she needs money. And currently she's not getting either. She's level 9, which is not that high, right? Like, she's not keeping up. She's ahead of the OD, somehow, that's a bit odd. But she's ahead of the OD, but that's really all she can, you know, all the good things you can say about her at this point. And they're gonna go ahead and attempt Roshan, actually. I don't know if this is gonna happen. I mean, they need the bear, or the Juggernaut, that works too. Yeah, okay, the Juggernaut is gonna be the one to tank this. Yeah, they need somebody to tank this, though, and OD contributes a lot of damage, but he's only got the level 2 Essence Aura. That's not gonna be enough. Unless he gets kind of lucky right there. No, actually he's got a regeneration. Yeah, that's gonna keep him going. So the Roshan will be picked off. We do have a Terrorblade Illusion scouting it out, but doesn't even manage to cancel the regeneration from Old Chicken. And that's an Aegis on the Juggernaut, who is now starting to work on a Yasha. So this is really gonna be a scary, scary Juggernaut rather soon. right? Rather soon. They're gonna have to worry about him. They haven't really invested much into him. They ganked him once, right? But they still allowed him to farm freely. He's got 111 last hit at 15 minutes, right? He took down a tower, killed Roshan. This Juggernaut is looking super worrisome. Like, they need to deal with him somehow. And the problem is just, there's also this guy. Yeah. This sucks. He's got a relic already. Wow, this is tough, man. This is really, really tough. Ooh. Already looking pretty bad. Now, the problem is not so much that VG aren't keeping up in terms of farming or something like that. It's more that they aren't keeping up in terms of fighting. I don't know if VG can fight into EHOME right now. Okay, assume the following. EHOME decides, let's just go mid and kill him. What's the counterplay? Right, what's the counterplay? I don't think there is a counterplay. I mean, you just die, you just lose, right? They'll wait for the Radiance on the Lone Druid, and then they'll go. What can VG do, right? What is the play? I don't think there is one. And that's a big problem, right? They have to really hope that the Death Prophet pulls through on this stuff, but she just doesn't have shit, man. She just doesn't have any money at all. We got a charge coming in, but no, with the Tusk being around and the Lone Druid, of course, he's so tanky. They're just not gonna break through that. What's on here? Okay, that's the Yules, that's the Yules, yes. I thought she should have that by now, so the Death Prophet at least has the Yules, but man, she's still kind of squishy. But, okay, look, Super is looking alright now, because he does have the Yules, right? He does have the level 11. So, at the very least, the Death Prophet will be useful, and she will be threatening during the fights. I'm still worried, though, right? Like, as long as they kill her, there's just nothing else there. The Terrorblade doesn't deal any damage yet. He's just not scary at this point. That's not how this hero works. And Darkseid doesn't do shit, Baratham doesn't do shit. So it's just gonna be kind of tricky. Oh nice, they actually get the bear. I mean, it's kind of annoying for the Lone Druid, but it's good for them, right? It's a decent amount of money. The Radiance is probably done. Yeah, there we go. Gonna put it on the bear. There we go. Alright. Tranquils on the bear? Wait, the bear doesn't have boots? Alright, I guess. Meantime, in the mid lane, we got CTY taking a lot of damage. Oh, he's dropping kind of... No, he's actually fine. We got the bear incoming. Fenrir is gonna be caught. He goes down immediately. No, actually, he's still alive. Oh god, this is a mess. What the hell is happening? Old Chicken is dropping the ultimate. Super gonna be picked off right away. That's 2 down for VG already. Burning gonna be next in line. He just gets burst on. He's just dead. Alright. The resurrection from Juggernaut, and that's gonna be a dead mid tower. VG just couldn't fight into it. That was a really good Darkseer ultimate. Really, really good. And they just couldn't do anything. And they're just gonna keep going, right? There's no stopping this. They're just waiting for the Juggernaut heal, right? That's one of the big advantages of this hero. I love Juggernaut, by the way. Juggernaut is so cool. But Juggernaut can't just put down the healing ward, right? And he's gonna do so immediately. Yep, there we go. And now everybody on EHOME is ready to fight again. Right? Yes, the tiny ancient stag. No, it's actually not even stag. It's just 2 creeps. What's the opposite of a stag? Like a half camp. But yeah, they can't just keep going, right? The healing ward is just gonna keep them healthy. And you can see they're not leaving the group. They're still grouped up. They're still gonna keep pushing. Into the top we go. Towers getting sieged and they just have nothing. VG, they need to fight into it. The swap, Ice as Ice, dead. Well, respawn up into the air he goes. The trap on Super, if Super dies, it's just over, it's just over. Super is caught. Oh, Burning is also caught. They get the FY ultimate, it deals a little bit of damage, but it's just not enough at this point. Super uses himself. Fenrir trying to come into this, but before the Death Prophet ultimate, it's just not what they need. Fenrir caught as well. The only one left alive is FY, and he's dead too. That's a team wipe, they lose nobody. The healing ward's coming out again. EHOME is healthy, and that's a dead barracks. Oh god. Ooh, that went south quickly. EHOME is gonna take top barracks. They're gonna rotate into the mid, actually. Not even gonna worry too much about the ranged one. Ah, there we go, and that's the GG. How about we go into game 2? Now let me go and put on... Wait, actually, let's wait until this game is over. There we go. This is why I wanted to go through the picking pretty quickly. That's game 1 between EHOME and VG. We're actually gonna do the series today. Yeah, this video is gonna be a bit longer. Whatever. I thought this would be interesting, right? Like, if the first game is that quick, we can do the second game as well. And maybe the third. Anyway, I'm on this screen now, because I don't want to spoil anything. I really hope this blocks shit. Oops. Just don't look. Just don't look. Just don't look. This didn't work. Whatever. Second game is also pretty short. I don't know, I just wanted to do both of them. I thought that would be interesting. Although, right now we need Dota to actually download them for us. That would be really cool if you could do that. Let me just go ahead and go to this screen really quick while I manage this shit. Hope you all don't mind. It's not letting me do anything. Damn it, Dota! Oh, we're going into it. Okay. I don't know what the fuck Dota was doing. Alright, there we are. There we are. Screw that. Screw this. Oh, we already are in free camera. And let's speed this up again. So, game 2 between EHOME and Wiki Gaming for the 2015 MarsTV Dota 2 League. We got actually the exact same bans as earlier. Aren't those the same bans as earlier? Not sure. Faces Void picked up for EHOME this time around. Right away. Really solid hero. I like Faces Void a lot. Wiki. Let's see what they are going to be going for here. It could be anything. Honestly, I have no idea. I have literally no idea. I think Faces Void is really solid. OD picked up again. Spirit Breaker picked up again. This time around, the OD on Wiki's side as opposed to EHOME's like we had last game. Spirit Breaker, however, also, you know, on Wiki's side again. Witch Doctor, this time on EHOME's. So they're kind of swapping it around a little, you know, like kind of the same heroes so far. Three out of the 4 heroes we saw this match have been also picked last game. But, you know, we'll see how that goes down. The Lion gonna be banned out. I wonder if we see a Death Prophet as well. I actually don't know the picks for this game. I usually know the picks for a game, but I don't know the picks for this game.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Reserve time.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the next one. Actually, I don't always know the picks. I know I look at them beforehand, right? But I don't like remember them. I don't memorize the picks. I just like as they get picked, I see them again. If that makes sense. Nah, I don't know. Lone Druid gonna be banned out from EHOME. Invoker from Wiki. Phoenix picked up by Wiki. That's interesting. Interesting hero. I'm not really sure how good he is, but interesting. That's for sure. We're gonna go ahead and see the next few picks from EHOME. Honestly, at this point, it's so hard to guess what anyone's going for. Death Prophet, sure, why not, right? That's a really solid, strong hero. I like Death Prophet a lot with Faceless Void as well. Because her ultimate covers a pretty big radius. And even if she's strapped, as long as her ultimate is active, even the Spirit Siphon is active, she's still gonna do, like, a lot of damage. So, you know, it's nothing really it's not too bad for Death Prophet to, like, accidentally be caught in a Chronosphere. That's kind of neat. Right, Juggernaut coming out for EHOME again. So this is actually looking like another heal-heavy, push-heavy lineup. Shadow Shaman from Wiki. I wonder if they're going for a farming build again. I mean, Wiki do have Burning, who is very much known for being just a rice farmer. Right, we have the Pugner coming out for Wiki, and the Morphling ban for EHOME. Wraith King, last pick. That's interesting. I wonder what that's about exactly. Don't see too much Wraith King. But Chen picked up by EHOME. Oh god. Ooh, that is looking so scary. Oh god, the Chen. Look at EHOME's lineup. They'll kill you at 15 minutes if you don't pay attention, you just lose, right? Like, this is gonna go quick. Like, okay, there are 2 options here, right? Either this game goes really quickly, or it takes forever. Nothing in between, right? So, we'll see how that plays out. The Faceless Void walking into the bottom lane already with his wards. You know, just wants to puts down some of those as quickly as possible. Or Chicken going into the mid lane. Chen going into the mid as well currently. He's probably going to play in the opponent's jungle. That's generally where you put a Chen so you can apply some pressure. And also to open up the jungle, right? Your own jungle for your safe laner. CTY gonna be taking top, and Kaka this time on the Witch Doctor. On the other side, we have, of course, Isis Ice playing the Phoenix. We've got FY on the Shadow Shaman currently roaming around the mid lane. Fenrir playing the Barathum yet again. Super on the OD this time around. Actually, it's kind of funny how Super and old Chicken swapped heroes. Burning at the bottom lane. And he is going up against Old 11 on that Faceless Void. I wonder what Old 11 can do on the Faceless Void. Faceless Void is such an interesting hero. He's really cool, I think. Really, really cool. Shame he can't really carry anyone, but that's alright. What is that set? That looks cool. Okay, that one right there. No, it's a bit silly, but it's also kind of cool. I don't know. Oh well. That's gonna be the Bounty Rune in favor of the Death Prophet at the top, and in favor of the OD at the bottom. So just the usual, right? Just the mids trading Bounty Runes. Nothing surprising, nothing unexpected. Okay, I'm back. Oh man, I don't know why I always yawn during these, but whatever. So yeah, well, this is, by the way, like kind of how you play mid these days. You just buy these items, have 2 Tango shared, and immediately buy Healing Salve. Which I think is kind of interesting. Like, I'm old school. What I do is I just buy Tangos, I don't even care. Oh, by the way, Kaka gonna be picked off at the top. Wait, no, he's still alive. Okay, there we go. It finally goes down. Ice is Ice, however, gonna pay the price. Juggernaut takes the kill. I wonder actually who's happier with that trade. I mean, I'm sure CTY doesn't mind taking that kill. I feel like EHOME actually came out ahead on that one. Even though the Phoenix did get first blood, the Juggernaut got more experience. He got more farm out of it as well. I'm fairly certain he should be happy with this. Ah well, we'll see. But, oh, mid lane by the way. OD versus Death Prophet. This is just like, I don't know, I think this is really cool. We got something like that going on. In the meantime, at the bottom lane, they take down FY. Man, they already using the Chen to full effect. Actually, let me go and scroll back really quick. I kind of want to see what happened here. So there's Old 11. They're gonna go for him right here. They stun him, they shackle him. I love that they waited. I love that they waited. Now the leap doesn't really heal that much, but it still heals a ton. God, that ability is so stupid. And Lanham just coming through the side, blocking in FY. Nice pick off right there. They get him. Burning now needs to retreat. He can't fight into the Chen. And Lanham is just sitting in their safe lane and just applying so much pressure. That's just how it goes when there's not much you can do. It just sucks. Now, at the top lane, of course, we got CTY going up against Ice. This is actually another, like, interesting thing with the Juggernaut. I like Juggernaut for this. So, Juggernaut has a few things that are really good against Phoenix, right? First of all, the healing. Phoenix tends to kind of, like, burn people a lot. Oh, Old Chicken gonna be shackled. Fenrir also incoming. That should be a pick-off. Except Spirit Siphon. Oh, come on, just die. You aren't allowed to survive that. Thank you. God, if you had lived through that, I would just quit Dota. But first of all, the healing, of course, right? Like, that's gonna allow him to actually stay in the lane against Phoenix, which a lot of, like, just safe laners struggle with. It can be really, really hard, but Juggernaut has the healing ward, and that's super useful. But, which I think is maybe even a bigger deal, the spin. The spin is actually super awesome against Phoenix, because you can't just spin. First of all, it gets rid of all of his debuffs, right? But if the Phoenix activates the ultimate, then you can spin in on the ultimate and just click on him, and Juggernaut is gonna attack him regularly, because Juggernaut regularly attacks magic immune targets. Oh, Wraith King goes down at the bottom yet again. God damn it, can you guys give me a break? I'm trying to talk about things. Well, FY is gonna be next in line. Lanham is just going in on these fools, just wrecking them left and right. Alright. Look at that shit! That creep doesn't even have mana anymore, it's just being an asshole. And actually, FY needs to leave. Like, this is just too much, the satyr. Man, alright. But yeah, oh actually CTY gonna be caught out, but no he's not because he's Juggernaut. But yeah, you can attack regularly during the spin if the target is magic immune. Phoenix Egg of course makes it magic immune, so you just like spin on it and attack him. Easy peasy, right? And FY, god damn it, they need to use stuns on the creeps. This is just too much. In the mid lane, old chicken manages to somehow take down Super, but FY is just gonna fall yet again. And old 11, he doesn't even care about that damage, he's just gonna leap away. Or not, or he doesn't do that, because he doesn't care. In the meantime, at the top, Phoenix goes down to... No, actually, Phoenix kills Juggernaut. He's trying to kill Kaka now. The Witch Doctor only barely misses that one. I actually would like to take a look at those other kills too. I'm sorry, there's just too much happening on the map. But that's the advantage of this being a replay, right? We can take a look at all of these kills. Mid lane, old chicken, gonna go in on Super. Super does not have the W, so he can't really fight into this. And the Spirit Siphon, the second one comes out, and that's just it. Yeah, okay, there we go. Not much you can do about it, honestly. Top lane, we got the Juggernaut going up against Barafoom and the Phoenix at the moment. He's gonna be charged. Spin is not ready. Yeah, okay. I mean, Spin is not ready. Healing Ward is not skilled. CTY will fall. That's unfortunate. Kaka got pretty close to actually getting that kill. Kind of unlucky with his bounces right there. If he had just gotten a few better ones, probably would have happened, but sadly not. Old 11 in the meantime in the bottom lane gets stunned up. However, he will just sleep away and be fine because... Faceless Void. Yes. Oh, but I like that. I like that the Chen is doing things and having his creeps farm. He doesn't really need to be around for it, right? Like, of course he misses out on experience if he does it this way. Who cares? Right. Who even cares? He's just gonna sit in the jungle now. I'm probably gonna try to get to level 6. Not level 6, level 5, right? Get that food creep going on. Seems pretty reasonable. And it doesn't seem like old 11 really needs his help. Alright, like, you know, Faceless Void just does so well on his own. I mean, this hero's just really good. I like Faceless Void. Well done. One thing I'm, by the way, not too happy about is yet again the skill build. I feel like you need the casual point into the Astral Imprisonment. You just kind of have to get it. Oh, Kaka. Man, he's gonna be caught out. I don't know if this is enough to kill him. In the mid lane, we actually have old chicken going in on Super. The Spirit Siphon is dealing quite a bit of damage as well as the ultimate, and Lanham just comes in, gets the killing spree, takes that pick off. Now we have Ice as Ice diving into this. He does not have an ultimate. Old chicken uses the Spirit Siphon on Fenrir, and that's a dead Spirit Breaker. That didn't work. I mean, you gotta find a way past this healing. It just doesn't work. I mean, look. The way to deal with healing is not dot damage, because healing is just stronger. Right? If you look at all of the healing abilities in the game and all of the like dot damage abilities in the game, then the healing will just win. You can't have that. And well, old chicken gets another free kill, I guess, and is now just gonna walk into the bottom lane or bottom rune spot and grab himself some you know, regeneration, because why wouldn't he? I mean, he can, right? What is it? Bounty. Ah, we take those. Actually rotating into the bottom now. We got Chen also incoming. They want burning. Old 11 taking a lot of damage. Can he leap? Nope, not gonna be able to leap away. However, the Wave King will still go down. Shadow Shaman trying to TP out. He should actually be able to do so. Whoo! Alright, FY. God, don't scare me like that, but he only barely manages to survive that one. Chen, by the way, now finally picking up his mana boots. It's kind of a big deal, because then the creeps just, you know, actually get to cast shit more often. It's kind of awesome. Kind of goes a long way. Sadly, he misses the last hit on that bear. I mean, you should really get that, but alright. I get it can be a little hard against creeps. Yeah, especially if you're not used to it. You play Chen, you sit in the jungle, you're an asshole. That's right, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying Lam can't last it because he plays Chen. Eat a dick, Chen. Chen is the worst. Fuck that hero. Oh well. Okay then. Oh well, we're just gonna go back into the bottom lane, I suppose, right? Like, This seems to be going pretty well. Oh, Chicken is just chilling here. He doesn't even care. The mid lane is given to the Witch Doctor. And I like that EHOME does this, right? This is really cool to me. They're just giving Kaka some money, right? They're not sacrificing him. Other teams sacrifice his supports entirely. And EHOME doesn't. They're making sure that the Witch Doctor actually has a little bit of something. And I always think that goes such a long way. I love that. I think having money on supports is the most important thing in the game. CTY, by the way, not going for a Battle Fury this game. He's not doing as well as he was last time, right? He got Lifesteal instead. I wonder if that's actually a Mask of Madness. It could be. At the bottom lane, you have the Death Prophet ultimate pop. Applying pressure on the tower, of course, Lanham. Currently going in on Burning. Wait! Did he just... Really? And Ice's Ice isn't really gonna do anything about it. He's now gonna be caught out instead and die. Oh god, that was really, really close. He uses the ultimate, but they'll just punch it. And that's a dead Phoenix. The healing is still going on, and the pushing potential is just too much. Fenrir needs to charge away. And are they gonna go for the tier 2? I mean, they can, if they want to. They can leave their friends behind. They don't really have to, but... Seems like it, yeah. So they're sacrificing a lot of levels here, right? But, I mean, this is still working for them. Oh, OD still doesn't have the W, man. That's odd to me. He's going in on OD11, who actually doesn't have any mana anymore. Ooh, there he goes, man. Just burst down by the ultimate. Yeah, poor little guy couldn't do much about that. Now, finally, we see the trap coming out, but Super might just fall. The Spirit Siphon is dealing a lot of damage. Death Prophet shackled up, but FY gonna be popped instead. Old Chicken now going on Super. He drains him empty. Ice is trying to burn down the Death Prophet. He blazes him to death. Now CTY coming in. He doesn't really have much ready, so it's not like he can actually do anything. What's on that courier? Mask of Madness? Oh, that's actually Mask of Madness. Alright. That's an aggressive Juggernaut. I'm not sure that I like that. That is really risky, but it might work. Right, that is super risky, though. Man, that's crazy. Dude, you gotta relax. That's an easy way to die, man. You don't want that. Alright, we got a Mask of Madness coming out on Juggernaut, though. Sure. Alright, he's actually running into the lane already, showing it off. It's a very nice farming item, right? He's going to be able to farm through the jungle super quickly, but... Okay, the things that worry me are disables and magic damage, right? And yeah, he has the spin, but... right, you don't want to use this spin while you have the Mask of Madness active, because while the Mask of Madness is active, you want to use the ultimate and attack people and all of that. Mask of Madness is really good on Juggernaut, by the way. It's really good. He has the lowest base attack time in the game, so he can get a lot of attacks in during the Mask of Madness, right? Like, the lower base attack time means you synergize well with attack speed. Lower base, by the way, this may sound like... Look, I know earlier I said because he has a lower base attack time, he can just buy damage and he will be fine. And now I say that because he has a lower base attack time, you know, like, attack speed works well with him. Lower base attack time is good. Right, there's no downside to lower base attack time. Lower base attack time only does good things for your hero. Right? There's nothing negative about it. That's why everything I say is just like, well, this is good, and this is good, and this is good. Because lower base attack time is really good. It's really important. It's really valuable. Right? So, that's why it seems like it's such a, you know, one-sided thing. But that's just because it is. Right? And the Juggernaut, with the lower base attack time, he synergizes really, really well with attack speed, right? Like, he's gonna attack super quickly. He can get into, like, entirely different speed tiers. Now, an interesting thing about his ultimate is that during the ultimate, there's like a delay between jumps, right? And during that pause in the ultimate, he can actually just attack regularly. He can't just punch people. And that's really strong, right? That is really valuable. And that's kind of where you can see the... You know, the value of a Mask of Madness. Gives you a lot of attack speed, so you just activate that. During the ultimate, you will, between the jumps, attack, and those attacks are based on your attack speed, because they're just regular attacks. And all of a sudden, you're attacking a lot, and your ultimate deals a lot of damage. So, it's really good. A really strong item. The downside to a Mask of Madness, of course, is that you die really quickly, and the hero isn't super tanky. Right, it's just not necessarily as strong as suit. Brave King actually running in. Phoenix ultimate popped, and there should just be a dead Phoenix. There we go. CTY now going in on FY. Burns him down immediately. Burning. He wants Kaka. but he's just not gonna be able to do it. He pops his ultimate. You have the slow procking in, and actually the Witch Doctor is still alive. He's gonna be the magic wand, the regeneration, everything is going into Witch Doctor's favor. And Burning is just forced to TP out. In the meantime, Fenrir at the bottom getting chased down by Chen. One stun already coming out. We're gonna have another bolt already in a second. The slow as well, and it's not even needed. CTY crits him down, and that's gonna be a tower push. EHOME applying pressure yet again. They don't want these games to take long. Nope. They're just going in on this. The bottom tower is likely to fall right here. I mean, the Phoenix coming in and is trying to burn them down, but the healing ward, the Witch Doctor, that's just too much. I mean, you can't really prevent this, and that's a dead tower. And EHOME, they're pushing ahead by a lot again. Right, this is just not going into VG's favor. They just can't deal with this. They just can't deal with this. And this is where I think the Wave King is just a questionable pickup. Because burning doesn't contribute much in these fights, right? Like, the Wave King just isn't that scary yet. And Wave King takes a little while to become scary. I mean, he's going for an early fighting build with the armlet. Right, so Burning is saying, alright, they're forcing things, I can't go Blade Mail, like, Radiance or something like that. This is just gonna take too long. I need to do things now. And while that's the right call, even with that, he's just not that scary. Right, he just doesn't do that much. Let's be honest, he's kind of a worse Juggernaut. So, oh well, we got the Yasha now done on CTY. And look at this. This is a 6.83 style item build. This is what Juggernaut used to be built like all the time, every single game. Actually, that's how every single hero in the game used to be built like, because 6.83 was not a good patch. Not a good patch. Ooh. Yeah. Not that great of a patch. Oh, the smoke doesn't actually connect to CTY. That is interesting. I wonder if that's intentional. Probably not. Everybody else is smoked up though. The Chen creeps are gonna scout out Fenrir, and oh, the boulder is already incoming. And now I want the illusions eat up the Juggernaut ultimate as well as the creeps. Fenrir dropping really low, and he's just gonna die. Actually, he's still alive, but there he goes. Alright. Shadow Shaman wards pop down on the ground. The Phoenix is trying to burn people down, but it's just not going to be enough, and that's just free farm. So they get the Barathum and they get a bunch of kills. A bunch of like Serpent Ward kills. I mean, that's pretty solid. FY gonna be caught out, and that's another pick-off. Actually wonder how the hell he ended up in there. That's a bit odd. But yeah, Shadow Shaman picked off as well. And they'll just continue pushing, I think. I mean, they have everybody ready. They have all the resources they need, right? Okay, they don't have the ultimates, but who cares? They don't have... I mean, they have 4 versus 5. They can't really fight either. So, it's not that big of a deal, and... Well, CTY, he's just gonna fall back really quick. He doesn't want to take too much damage. Healed up by his teammates, but it seems they are gonna retreat, right? Like, there's no need to overextend right now. We can just play this cool. We can just farm up a little bit more. We have the Ancient Yasha now. We have the Guardian Grease on the Chen. Death Prophet, of course, wants a level 11. I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually a thing they wait for. Wait, just straight up, let's get level 11 on the Death Prophet. Let's make sure that old chicken is actually looking really powerful. And, it's a big mark. It's actually super important. That might actually be it, right? Like, she almost is there. It's so close. But we have the push coming through the mid anyway. The tower taking quite a bit of damage. And they are pinging out the camp. Yeah. That Prophet is so close, man. This gotta be so frustrating. Nope, she just pops the ultimate. Doesn't even care about level 11. EHOME sieging down the mid base. And there's just not much VG can do right now. They need like a good OD ultimate or something. Like just anything. But the tower is almost dead. Burning's trying to run in, but you know, he may be level 11 and doesn't have an ultimate anyway though. 5 seconds on that. And EHOME, they're just gonna break down the tower. There it goes. We got the Barathum charging in. He's trying to maybe make something happen. That's probably gonna be jumped, but Fenrir just burst out. He's just dead. Same for Burning. We got Super coming in from the back. He's dealing quite a bit of damage, actually. He's got 25 stacks already. He takes down the Witch Doctor, but it's just him now. It's just him now. Old Chicken is just gonna throw him up into the air. CTY doesn't even care about him. It's the Death Prophet versus the OD. And this is actually, OD is actually gonna win this one, but it seems that EHOME is more concerned with Burning. Burning finally taken down. Ice as Ice coming back into it. Just gets dropped. Doesn't stand a chance. Super is still in the backlines. At this point, his offensive strategy ended up being a bit awkward, and VG just calls it. They just call it. They can't fight. They just can't do anything. The aggressive strategy from EHOME takes the second game in a very convincing fashion yet again. And that's the series. Come on, that was interesting. I thought that was funny. I thought that was cool. I don't know, I thought that was a good idea. Anyhow, that was EHOME versus VG. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.